Hello, everyone. I am the Grey Bokoblin, and I made a Marvel Rivals tier list based on the hypothetical that the characters can't move. They have to rely on their movement abilities to move. So, no WASD on keyboard and no joystick on controller. So, we have 5 tiers: literally can't move, basically useless, fine, actually functional, and the best. Let's go bottom up. Literally can't move. These characters have no way of moving before they would get kicked from the spawn room. Like, at most, Squirrel Girl could lob one of her nuts, or Jeff could provide some healing, but they'd all get kicked before they could even leave spawn. There's not really much to say because most of these characters would be literally useless. Basically useless. Other than these two outliers, they all have the same problem. While they have movement abilities, which is good, they're melee characters. So they can't really do anything because they're locked in melee. Ultron and Bucky's main problem is just that their only movement tools are on a long cooldown, and while they are projectile characters, they wouldn't be able to get to places fast enough to be useful. These characters can at least move, which is more than the characters in literally can't move, but that's about the extent of credit I'm willing to give them. Fine is for the characters who are just fine. They'd be okay, but they don't have nearly as good of movement tech as the characters above them. I think someone who helps highlight this would be Angela, because she has a very strong movement ability, but she's melee locked. Same with Cap, who she has her rush down ability. Cap has his shield dash. The Coldest Blade he has the power to express his Second Amendment rights, so he has that going for him. Actually, I'm just realizing mid-video Wolverine probably deserves to be in basically useless. But yeah, Wolverine would suffer from the same issues as these guys. I don't know why I put him in fine. He would not be fine. Deadpool has his guns and pretty decent movement tech, regardless of which form you're talking about. Hawkeye's double jump would allow him to propel himself forward, and the fact that he's a melee character helps. Hela and Punisher have the same thing, where they're both good projectile characters, just held back by their fact their movement is very strict. The difference is from Ultron or Bucky that their projectiles are just better. Like Bucky has 3, and then Ultron's is a slow primary, which can easily be avoided sometimes, especially when he's staying still. Loki has the ability to teleport, which isn't the best movement, but he's a healer, and while he would be the worst healer that can actually move, that is a low bar, and there's literally 3 healers, I think. 4. There are 4 healers who would even be playable in this mode. Magic has her portals and dash. Moon Knight has his double jump and grappling hook thing. Phoenix is a lot like Helen Punisher, where they're strong projectile characters with limited mobility. Psylocke can dash, and Venom has a dive and swing. It's just limited. Actually functional is for the characters who would be able to move fairly consistently. Gambit has his 2 dashes and is a projectile-based healer, so he's not going to want to get on the front lines much anyway. Mr. Fantastic and the Thing can both jump to people. Thing would just be better because he also has his rundown. Penny Parker has a web swing that recharges fast. Rocket's a healer with a good dash. Star-Lord has his flips, which allow him to move a lot like Rocket, and he also has his guns, so he can be like Rocket offensively, just without the healing. And Thor has his dash, which would allow him to get into melee or get close enough to use his awakened state. And then the top 3 are Hulk, Iron Man, and Spider-Man, because Spider-Man can swing like a madman, Iron Man can dash forward very consistently, and Hulk can jump very well. He he would have the by far best movement because it'd be the only movement in the game not limited by any sort of meter or cooldown. He just gets to have it. Alright, that's it for this video. See ya.